everyone! I hope you're doing well. I'm Krista Shane Funcion. I'm a full-time pastor worker of Couples for Christ. I'm serving CFC PFO. At the same time, I'm also sharing my reflections and thoughts and my experiences through making vlogs. I'm a content creator, and I am an advocate, that's for sure. I'm an advocate of social media evangelization, that we can really evangelize and bring Christ there. Like we can bring Christ to the digital continent, because what in 2 Timothy 1:7, it is also the verse of this workshop. For the Spirit God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline. And this is really this Saint Paul's letter to Timothy is also a guiding principle for us on how do we present ourselves, or how do we utilize social media. Like, why is there a need for us to have a self-discipline? Why is there a need for us to really discern what we are posting? Why there's a need for us to ask the Holy Spirit to guide us? So to start this workshop, I would like to show you a video, and to begin this workshop. So please watch this video. Isn't it scary that same with the people that they thought that the magician knew where their whereabouts or their information, like they were freaking out, like how could this person know about these things? But isn't it scary that someone out there might know everything about you, and yet, but isn't it scary? Isn't it more scary that this is the reality of our world right now? Like, we put ourselves, like, everything we share online, to be honest, everything we share online can be, like, even that seemingly private things, it can be accessed by people. How much more of the things that you share in your social media account? And friends, everything that you share in social media can be shared to the public, even if seemingly private or shared with friends. It could be come to think of it, how many posts you have bumped into that are that posts that went viral for a screenshot conversation of just two people, but this screenshot conversation was shared by the social media account and spread out, and you know what I mean? Everything is shared online can be accessed by others, and these things can be accessed by other people, because everyone is out there, especially now that we are in quarantine. There's no other way for us to gather but online. And so the scary thing is we might overshare. Yeah, maybe for us to compensate our stress, we share food, or we share what we're doing. But sometimes we tend to forget that we are not just talking to our screen. It's not something that when we share online, it's not something that we're talking to someone one-to-one, and no one can hear you. It's not something that you are talking to your friends in the toilet or washroom, talking to someone, and no one can hear that. You know what I mean? Because everything we share online can be accessed by others. How much more the things that we're using, shared in social media. So I'd like to share to you, for us to know, and also for this workshop, also I will walk you through with the different platforms. I will walk you through with the different platforms. So to begin with, I would like to show you this, that Facebook for sure is the most used social media platforms. And then because of vlogging, I think the rise of YouTube really, then WhatsApp, for messaging, FB Messenger, WeChat, Instagram for photos. TikTok is rising, especially now that we are in quarantine, and like at some point it's kind of scary because a lot of people don't know how to use it. Then Qzone, Weibo, Reddit, Snapchat, Twitter, Pinterest, Kuaishou. This is just like worldwide, but I know for sure you are familiar to these platforms, right? Like especially Facebook, YouTube, Facebook Messenger for sure. Like, yeah. So I would like to, and these are like most used. The thing with social media is that like it caters to the need of people or like interest maybe. I feel that like for me personally, the most powerful, should I say, one of the most powerful people in the world is Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of the CEO of Facebook, because he knows our data. Like, come to think of it, like, did you even wonder that how did this ads are able to follow you? Like, you just post a food and then these different ads are like following your is in your newsfeed already, because like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or even YouTube are like, they know your data, they know your activity, so we have to be careful with what you're posting. Second thing is that the rise of influencers. Yes, you know this. I know that you've been following influencers that you look up to with their diet or their fashion or like their thoughts on movies and all these things. Influencers that really like literally influencing us are how we buy things or how we react on things, or like even our exercise or the food that we eat. Yeah, influencers, the rise of influencers. And because of this rise of influencers, that this is really the rise of influencers changed the platform of marketing. Like, yeah, there are a lot of brands are not just investing on like before social media. Brands will go to celebrities, singers to promote their brands, but now like they can go to bloggers or vloggers to promote their brands, and because people are following them, they are very influential. They follow what these people are doing. And the same thing with us as rock facilitators. These little kids that we are serving, they look up to us as if we are their influencers. So my dear friends, I would like to, and I would like to, my hope for this workshop is for you to realize how you're influencing power. You're influencing power. If you're present on social media, you have an influencing power. How much more that you are serving kids, you have the power to influence. So I would like to lead you to this activity for us to also I would also invite you to assess what you have been posting lately, or what you have really been posting. What is your character when you put yourself out there in social media? How do you influence other people? So, game. So this game, you can just like, if you are you can react, like or dislike. This the same thing, right? In social media, like sometimes we're being led to likes and dislikes. So yeah, so let's begin this activity. This photo, like or dislike? How about this one, like or dislike? What about this, like or dislike? Like or dislike? This one, like or dislike? Like or dislike? Like or dislike? This post is like because this post promotes family bonding through prayer and worship. This post is like because it promotes positivity, showing support and prayers for our frontliners. This post is like because it shows that even our religious leaders create posts that show hope despite our situation today. This post is liked because it gives inspiration to others to show kindness in all circumstances. This post is unlike. It's a bad post because it shows disrespect to others. It also uses bad words, which makes the post considered a bad post. This post is unliked because it shows being a bad example to our young brothers and sisters because they see the person who posted as somebody who drinks alcohol. This post is unliked because the content shows green jokes. Because the content is not wholesome. It shows green jokes. It's pornographic. This post is unliked because this is a rant post. So like social media realities. Social media realities. The reality of our world right now. First, nothing is private. Second, not all you see is true. Third, once you're in, everything is open. And fourth, your personal account is also your school, your ministry, or your community's account. What do I mean by that? First, nothing is private. And you know that. Like, the same thing with the video that I showed a while ago. Nothing is private. Like, once you're there, it cannot be erased. Or, like, maybe you can delete it. Like, you can. You can delete it, but, like, someone out there might took a screenshot or, like, save the video or, like, save the photo. And, like, you don't have any hold to that. You know what I mean? So nothing is really private. So you have to be mindful. Our guide for this is that be careful of the terms and words you use in social media, even if you are using it indirectly. Be careful with the words you use. If you are aware of this campaign years back, think before you click. Think before you click. And for us as well, like for us as witnesses of Christ, think and discern before you click. Is it true? Is what I'm posting is true? Does it adhere to my faith and my values? Will it give glory to God? Is there peace? No, it might be like, oh, it's just like overreacting, like it's too much, like I'm just posting. But sometimes, you know, we have to be like, sometimes like we have to really be mindful in what we're posting. But it doesn't mean that we should not post, because we have to put ourselves out there to evangelize so people will know who Christ is. Second, not all you say is true. So the reality of the world right now is like the rise of fake news. So like fake news is already widespread. And it's scary. It's misguiding people. Hi. Our generation is really super informed. You don't need to go to the library for you to access informations or like to know about like the life or the culture of the people in Iceland. You know what I mean? Like it's out there. You can just like go to Twitter or vlog or like follow posts, things like that. But we are very informed. Like we are super informed. But it doesn't mean that all the informations that we gather are true. So we are a generation that's super informed, but we are also misinformed. Because like a lot of us, we believe, and like we are also tempted at some point to believe what we are seeing in our social media account. Especially if this person is like you believe in this person, this person, you trust this person, so you also trust the judgment, and so you trust the post of this person. So the same thing with us. Like if we share fake news, people will also believe that what we are sharing is true. Like, okay, just okay, just like a simple example. A lot of people believe that banana can treat COVID because of this fake news spreading that banana can cure COVID. And so a lot of people were panic buying of banana. Just like, what? Can you please check? So our guide before we post: do not share information immediately. Research first. Research. Know the right website, credible website, resources. I personally, what I do is that when I see a post, before I repost it, I will check other websites that is relevant to this post. Say for example, if it's something that is political, I will check, because if it's something that's political, I will check other news websites. If it's something that has to do with science, then I will check other websites that is like relevant. Say for example, for COVID, I will really follow, I'm following DOH, World Health Organization, and CDC, because these are these are like agencies who are like, it's have to know their credible sources, you know what I mean? So do not share information immediately. Check your facts first. Fact check. And don't be deceived with just like, you know, just a photo. So please don't be deceived with photos with like quotes and like whatever whatever. You have to know the sources first before sharing. Please, friend, please do not share fake news. And please tell your friends to not share fake news. It's scary. It's scary. It's very dangerous to share fake news. We are misinforming people. Do not share fake news. Third, once you're in, everything is open. Social media allows people to comment and react to any post. Yes. Yes. And we have to bear in mind that when you share it, it's really open to everyone. So be careful on what you comment and who you are commenting to. Yes, even the likes. You know, people will know the person you're following, the vlogs that you're watching, the memes that you are like following too, by just like when you share, or like even with even if you don't share it, even if you just like, or yeah, just like, people will know that. When you're posting, bear this in mind, that when you're posting, it is open for discussion. One time I shared this news that's somewhat, well, everything is really controversial right now politically. So I shared this news and I just said, either we lack compassion or we don't, either it's a lack of compassion or lack of knowledge on mental illness, or maybe both. And when I shared it, like, it opened for discussion. Like, a lot of people left up like comments about it, and like I feel that what I posted became like a discussion of hateful people, a discussion of people who just want to say things without, not open for discussion, like, you know what I mean, like not open for dialogue. And I feel that, okay, my post has become an avenue for people to be hateful, and I don't want that. I just don't want, like, I don't want hateful speech in my account. And so I deleted it. Then I realized that, okay, maybe it was not my intention to trigger people to be hateful, or trigger the people to discuss and to argue in my own account. I don't, I'm not, I don't want to be engaged in this. So I deleted it. So once you're in, everything is open. And everything is, people can comment to that. People can bash you. People can use that for them to share their hateful speech. So, be careful what you comment and who you're commenting to. Fourth, your personal account is also your school or ministry account. What do I mean by this? Our profile is a reflection of the community we belong to, our school, our ministry, or even our family that we belong to. Like, have you bumped into a post that, like someone posted a tweet, or someone posted, or like YouTube, and then a lot of people are bashing and like tagging school, or like saying that, oh, you came from this blah 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 school, and like, how are you like that? Or I didn't know that like schools for the girls from this school are this blah 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 blah. So because our people wants to associate people, and like the sad thing about social media is this: assassination of character is very real, and it's very rampant, and it's very sad. Like we can really assassinate the person, the character of this person, by just posting, by just bashing. So friends, remember that what you share online, like people can also think that your school or your ministry that you belong to at some point is also that you reflect, that reflects their values too, their beliefs. So think twice before posting. But then with the realities, right? The Spirit of God will not make us be timid. Like with the realities, it doesn't mean that, okay, do not post anything in social media, so like it's scary out there with all those four realities. Like, I'm not saying that, but like, because God is with us and God is calling us to go to the ends of the earth to share who Christ is, we are called to share Christ, to conquer the digital continent. And so, how can we bring Christ, the source of truth and light and love and joy, to social media? How can we use the different platforms to evangelize? Okay, let's start with the what. The what is the content of the message you would like to impart. Before sharing, in the main really, as when we evangelize, as evangelizers, we have to know our message first. What is your message? So we have to ask yourself, so what is the message I'm about to share? Is it the message of hope, of love, of faith, of my relationship with God, my relationship with my family? What is your message? You have to ask yourself first. So what is your message? So some content or theme styles that we can share online with our message is, first, our real life or everyday experiences, reflections about everyday life, everyday experiences. How do you reflect on this? Say, for example, your life while you're in quarantine. How do you how do you make yourself physically, spiritually, emotionally healthy? Second, humorous content. Content that creates, that shares, spread positivity and light mood and joy, just simply joy. Just like this photo. Like, that's why like a lot of people have bumped into this comics about the risen Christ, or this photo, really, the Avengers and the superheroes, like memes. Like memes are like very popular lately, because like people just want to find joy, to be happy. Don't you want that? Family-oriented post on activities with your family, because we have to be reminded that we belong to a family. Interactive post, or like crowdsourcing post that drives awareness and deepens connection. Say it allows people involvement, or like crowdsourcing maybe, or like game that's going on, like your top 5 things that you miss about your high school days, or top 5 things that top 5 things that you will do after quarantine, or top 5 things that you're doing while you're in quarantine, things like that. Or like the games that did, or challenges, the challenges that's been shared online. 5th, up to date. It refers to the current discussions on different topics. These are relevant to the time. Right now, like COVID, that's like what we're experiencing it right now. Or like relevant. What are the topics that is relevant right now? That people, for me, like, because I'm also vlogging, I am really checking what's trending on Twitter, so that I will know what people are talking about. So yeah, when I vlog, sometimes like I vlog about Kobe's death. I made a vlog about that. What else? Oh yeah, I asked a mother's perspective when Sarah Hieronimo and Matteo Gudicelli got married. Yeah, last All Souls Day, I posted a blog about ghosting. So like that's a way for me to keep myself relevant, like to connect to people. So you can also like create an up-to-date or share up-to-date posts. 6, spiritual graphics. This is what I told you. I was talking about images, quotes that awaken spirituality. Like there's like a lot of pages or like that you can follow. Like in Instagram, you can follow a lot of Catholic or Christian artists that will help you really in your faith journey. So you can also share that. Next is the where and how. Where and how. So you know the message, you know the theme that you want to share. So like, where are you gonna share it? So okay, there you can share words, pictures, and videos. That's, I think, the basic. Words, pictures, and videos. Like aside from podcast, like it's still words though, audio. But anyways. So words. These are like written words. Okay, written words. You can post this like written stories, or like reflections, 2-liner, 5-liners, reflections, or like your stories, written words. Okay, you can share your media that you can use. Blogs, you can use blogs or microblogs. So you can use the platform of Facebook and Twitter. So Twitter is really for short. Twitter is also for engagement for people. So but it's just for like limited words. So words is best shared on Twitter. And you can also share pictures. Pictures can be a form of photos, really, still images, or GIF, or memes, or maybe infographics that you can share, but like wholesome memes, okay? And then, or infographics that you can share on Facebook, Instagram, or Snapchat, Tumblr, if you're there still. And last but not the least, video. It's like a rise of really vloggers right now. So you can share videos like vlogs, IGTV, you can utilize IGTV, IG stories, short films, or like Facebook Live even. That can still be considered video, right? Yeah. And so you can use YouTube, Vimeo, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. But be mindful in utilizing all these platforms. It doesn't mean that it's what is trending or what is everyone's doing right now. Like you have to go there. You have to really know first. You know your message first. Like what is your message? Second, know what is the best platform. What is the best media for your message? For myself, I am like, my first love really is writing. So I am really into writing. So, and I started with that. I started with writing posting my reflections online. I started with just posting my thoughts, my reflections in Facebook through words. And then eventually I found out like I want to share more of like I want to express my thoughts in a lengthy post. So I created a blogspot back then, and then it evolved. For me right now, I have a website, christoshane.com. If you have time, you can check it. Yeah, but at the same time, I am also still utilizing, because that's really my first that's my first passion, really, is writing. So I use my Twitter to engage people and to share my random thoughts, really. I use my Instagram for photos, and also my reflection using photos, and I reshare that to Facebook. And for my more reflective, more structured writing, and I want to share the message through writing, I use my website, my blog website, christoshane.com. But then like more than a year ago, I started vlogging, and I eventually enjoyed it. So I also have vlogs. It's a sit-down vlogs, most of it. It's just Krista Shane. So because like you can explore these things. I think it matters on your interest as well. Like, what are you most interested? Like, for me, I think my flow is more of like what attracts me, like what draws me to the kind of media. I will explore that. So yeah, and I'll explore that, like, because I love reading blogs, so that was also helping me that to write more blogs. Or like, I love watching I enjoy watching Father Mike Schmitz and some Catholic motivational speakers, and I love watching TED Talks. So like, I'm not like, you know, and also I love listening to podcasts. So that really moved me as well, because like these are my interests and these are things that I'm passionate about. So I'm utilizing videos. So I create blogs. So that's like that. It depends on your interest. It matters. Your interest matters, because if you're not like, when you evangelize, when you are not like, if you're not enjoying what you're doing, then it's just like, it's as if you're just doing an assignment, you know what I mean? But also, my dear friends, you don't need really for us to evangelize, you don't need to like to create new like original content. Like sometimes sharing posts from others is a way for us to evangelize. Like sharing spiritual graphics or comics that explains about Jesus or the life of Jesus, and you share that. That's a way of evangelization, because you help in spreading the news, you help in spreading good news. Or like sharing a vlog or a video that inspired you, and you share that in your social media. That's a form of evangelization. So because as a rock facilitator, we are called to share Christ. So we are inviting you to join us in this campaign of #SharingJoyOfChrist. So become a KFC witness. So how are we gonna do this? Say things that we could share as a KFC witness. How to be a KFC witness, eyewitness. Because we are called to be a KFC eyewitness. How to be a KFC eyewitness? First, you can share KFC activities that are conducted online. And then you can, like, not just like, because like, if you can see it, okay, friends, because like a lot of people recently are like posting screenshot of Zoom meetings and all those, like Zoom gatherings and all those things. Like, what will make you stand out is your reflection. Like, get a reflection, or like write a post that speaks that talks about your meeting or reflection, what you have learned in that meeting, and you can share that online. Second, You can share families like in your area that conducts the family household, Lord's Day or family prayer time, family honoring or family meal time. Like you can share the families in your area who are doing this, and then yeah, you like this is a real life post that you can share to people. So you can share that if you are managing your KFC page in your area. So you can, that's one of the things that you can utilize. Like you can use that as a campaign. Or like if you are like having a family prayer time or family household, share, please share that with the world, the digital world. The world really needs content that shares good news right now to give light. So please share the joy of Christ. Third, you can also share families who do good works or do good deeds in this time of pandemic. Third, you can also share stories about families who do good deeds in this time of pandemic. Say donation drive or relief operations, and share that. Like take a photo and share that to your account or the page that you are managing. Fourth, you can post photos of kids who wrote letters of encouragement and prayers to our frontliners and patients with COVID-19. This way really like this is really is very inspiring. First, kids in general, like they are really bearers of Christ's joy. Second, like their encouragement, it gives more joy to people because their words of encouragement came from these kids. So yeah, you can share that too. So aside from activities of KFC, you can also share daily reflections, your own reflections, and share that online. Like we have more time to reflect lately because of our quarantine, so like our prayer time is longer, I hope. So you can share your reflections too, or you can share your family bonding while on ECQ. Whatever it is, you eating together, or like games you're playing with your family, or like random things you do with your family while in quarantine, you can share that. The joy of serving in KFC and Kids for Christ, this will really give light to people that this is really a time for us to really share, to express why are we serving God through these kids, through our KFC ministry, through Kids for Christ. So why are you serving God through KFC? Why did you say yes to God's call into serving KFC? Fourth, you can share positive thoughts despite the pandemic. So positive thoughts, there are like a lot of people right now who are anxious, who are lonely, being alone, or like really anxious in general. So you can share positivity. So my dear friends, really we are because of this pandemic, really the way for us to gather is online. And instead of being sad about it, let us take this as an opportunity for us to widen our reach in sharing Christ, in sharing Christ's joy to other people. I believe that all of us are really called to do this right now, to fully utilize social media and in sharing Christ to others, in making Christ known to other people. In this very uncertain time, my dear brothers and sisters, my dear friends, let us share Christ out there. Let us be bearers of the risen Christ. Let us be bearers that Christ, who is the source of our hope, joy, and love. So as facilitators, as as servants, as missionaries for Kids for Christ, let us share the joy of Christ. Let us share the joy of Christ-like faith in us through serving Kids for Christ and through sharing Christ of other people through social media. So as Rock, let us use our resources properly to honor and glorify the Lord. whatever we have, our gifts are from God, and let us utilize those gifts as our gift to God. So how are we gonna do this? So I'm inviting you, friends, because this is a workshop, and workshop is supposed to be, have to do something if it's a workshop. This is not a lecture. So because if this is a lecture, then we will have an exam. Because this is a workshop, and I'm inviting you to join us, to join Kids for Christ as a ministry for this 7-day challenge as our take-home activity. What are we gonna do for the 7-day challenge? Use the hashtag sharing the joy of Christ, hashtag KFC Eyewitness, and then tag and challenge your friends. So every day we have different challenge. So on Sunday, post about your family attending an online holy mass. Okay, post about, and then take a photo, or best if you can take a photo, because like we can engage more, we can connect to people. There's more like a higher chance that people really because we are visual people in general, people will read our post if it's shared with a photo. So take a photo, post it, and then write a caption about you attending mass with your family, online mass, and then use the hashtag sharing the joy of Christ, hashtag KFC with Eyewitness, and then tag and challenge your other friends. That's on Sunday. On Monday, post about the things you are grateful for. So what are the things you're grateful for? Because like lately we have to be reminded of these things, so we are to be grateful for. And then on Tuesday, missionary in action. A post about how to become a missionary in action inside the home. Even if we're in quarantine, so how can we become a missionary? Even if we are in quarantine. And then on Wednesday, cyber honoring someone for their good deeds or simply appreciating them. So honoring someone, like this is really, it's very like known to all social media, that cyber bashing, but like this one, or cyber honoring. So let's honor someone. It could be your friend, or it could be your family, or it could be your sibling, it could be your KFC coordinator, but like honor someone, and then let them know that you appreciate them. Okay. On Thursday, Kids Praise, a video of yourself dancing a Kids Praise song. That's nice. And then on Friday, patron saint, about your patron saint and a short caption about him or her. Wow. So who is your patron saint, or who is your favorite saint? I have to do about your patron saint and a short caption about him or her. On Saturday, family time, activities that your family do over the weekend. So what do you do over the weekend? So like if you're still in home quarantine, like, or in community quarantine, like what do you do over the weekend? And that's the 7th day. So on Sunday, like you did the challenge done. So yeah, this is just the beginning, my friends. Like that's the reason why we're inviting you to join this challenge, for us to really be more proactive in utilizing our social media. So because I believe really that social media is a gift, so let us utilize this gift. So thank you so much, my friends. Thank you for your time. Be safe, stay healthy, and let us really share Christ and share the joy of Christ in the digital world. Utilize your social media. Our social media is a gift. God bless you.